What's up, guys? Just got here. I like my referee shirt. I got it when I was 12, I believe. No, 13. No, 14. I was 14, and I was living in Nevada. We lived in a really small old mining town by the name of Marietta, Nevada. It used to be I don't want to say booming. It was kind of booming because they had gold in them there hills. My family actually owned a mine. I don't know if we still do, honestly. I really don't know. But I went into it one time, and you could see the gold flakes and stuff on the sides, but you couldn't do any more excavating or mining because the timber was too old. It needed to be up to code because it hasn't been working in a long time. So so that was that. But when I lived there, though, that there was like maybe 9 people. I'm not joking when I say this. Like 9 people that lived in the whole town, and I had to drive. Well, not me, but parents had to drive us every day when we went to school, 15 miles down the dirt road to the main road, the highway, and right next to it was a truck stop and a what do I call it? A brothel house. Right next to the truck stop. No joke. Like, they'd be out there during the summer. They were out there in their lawn chairs, sunbathing naked. What do we use? Like, that's just weird, but it's Nevada. It's a little weird. But yeah, I got the shirt there. I never got to play football growing up because when I was 5, I got shot. I have a bullet in my head. I got shot like the back side of me and on my right side. So like my right shoulder blade around there. I got shot there, and it went up. I guess it went out and then back in, and then it lodged in my head. And it's like right by my optical nerve. I don't want to know how close, but I mean, I've seen pictures of it now. Well, it was like a couple years ago, but like 2 or 3 years ago. When I saw the picture, though, there's like a bunch of scar tissue, of course, all the way around it, because it's an object not really supposed to be in your body, so your body kind of creates this barrier. Scar tissue kind of sucks because for me at least, it takes away whatever is there. I don't know what's exactly in that area in my head, but yeah. So I can't ever have any CAT scans, and I can't. There's this other test that I can't do because it's magnetic, and yeah, I was kind of scared because I actually had to do it a couple times for my back, and the first time I did it, they made me drink this stuff like that made you want to throw up, like you started getting hot like almost instantly, and then like a couple seconds later you feel like you're gonna throw up, and they said that's just no normal feeling, and I didn't throw up or anything, but anyways, I said all of that just to say I bought this shirt, and I like to give context. I like to tell people my life, even if it's boring, even if it doesn't mean anything to you, even if it doesn't pertain to anything in your life or anything that has to do with anything with you. But like I said, I like being selfish and talking about myself, and hopefully maybe one day someone actually sees it and they're like, yeah, that's really you, or whatever, because I don't look for what's the word? I don't look for validation. If people get anything out of these videos or audios that you guys hear and listen or hear and watch, and I just want to show you who I am, and it helps me. Like I said, I'm not watching my videos yet, but I know sometime down the road I'm going to watch them, because I just am. I'm going to watch them. And I think it's going to be funny. I think it's going to be a big eye-opener on, how much I've transitioned into who I am or going to be. So it's going to be pretty awesome when I actually do watch them. And also, if my kids ever watch them, they probably will never, I don't know if they'll ever watch, everything, because I talk to them like this all the time. All the time. I try to be as thoughtful and open and giving them my life history and everything that I know. And I mean, everything. I'll sit there and I'll tell them, my 12-year-old, he's competitive. He wants to be, the best. I get it. But his body is not that way yet. And, I'll sit there and what I say might not translate into what he's doing all the time, but it's still in his head. Because I tell him all the time, I'm like, do this, this will come. It's time, it's patience. You literally have to have so much patience that sometimes it might hurt you. Even if it's painful, mentally, not physically, not I'm not ever condoning my kids to ever hurt themselves or anything like that. But mentally, if the preparation that's needed for something, and you take those steps and don't worry about how long it's taking, but as long as you're growing, as long as you're getting better, the patience will come with time. And it has to be learned that way. Maybe you can learn the other way. Maybe you already have the patience, so it's easier, and that's cool too. That's even better. I had to have patience, growing up, because parents were strict. I had a curfew of 4:30, and I got out of school at 3:30. And yeah, my parents would be like, "Oh, it wasn't like this, it wasn't like that." But that's what it was. I went to bed, and everything had to be off at 8 o'clock or something like that. I believe it was 8 o'clock. And that's when me and my brother would sometimes, get up and play around, or play some Nintendo. That's just what we did, or Sega. So I had to have patience. I didn't want to be what everyone else was. I didn't want to be a jerk. I didn't want to be rude to people. I didn't want to hurt people's feelings. I was literally the opposite. I mean, I remember I got an award when I was young, and I know I've probably said this too, but I got an award once, and I was in 5th or 6th grade, and I didn't even know anything about it, but this girl had she was crying over something, and I just wanted to see what was up and see if I could help her. And I assume I did something good, because word got around or whatever, and I got an award for just being a good person. And that's always stuck in my head. I never see a reason to hurt someone's feelings on purpose. So that's why I tell my kids what I tell them, and hopefully, once they see it, once it's prevalent in their life, and they can match the two together, and then just be better people. And I'm not saying they're not good people. They're just they're young, and they got time to grow, and they got to go through their own struggles too. So, but yeah, that was a long-winded thing. I'm gonna get going here, because time's about to expire. So talk to you later. Peace out, guys.